It's another beautiful morning at the South Lake Trailhead. You can see this is the top part where the overnight campers are hiking. South Lake in the distance. Sun's just coming over the Thompson Ridge area. I think it's Thompson Ridge. Today's goal is Cloud Ripper. I was up there, I did Vagabond and another 13K a couple years ago. Just didn't have enough time to get Cloud Ripper in there, but today it's all about Cloud Ripper, and such a badass name to begin with, so should be a good one. So not too long after on the trail, when you start kind of going a little bit down, that's where you turn to the right, go east towards the pipeline, up in that direction. And I got some very chatty squirrels this morning up there in the tree. Good morning. At about 10,000 feet, you run into the pipeline. It's no longer in use. It's actually caved in some spots. It's one of the more unique things about this hike. You never get to hike on a pipeline. Only goes for, I don't know, half mile or so, but it does require a little bit of balance, but you can always hop off at points. It's not that bad. It's actually kind of fun, but be careful if it's wet. Luckily there's no dew on it, so yeah, onwards to the trail. At about 10,160 feet, that's where the pipeline crosses the trail. It's right there in the middle, kind of hard to see, but the trail is pretty impossible to miss. You just got to be careful when you're coming back down not to just take the switchback, keep on going down. But if you look to your right, the pipeline is very visible. So once you see that, just make a sharp left, you'll be right back on the pipeline. Coming up the long switchback above Green Lake, and there's Vagabond. I think that's Vagabond on the left. Peak 13059, something like that. Got some smoke moving in, I think from that Gifford fire, but it's not too bad. And the distance is Humphreys. Oh no, you can't see Humphreys from here, sorry. So that's Vagabond right there, and the trail goes up this way, and I'm just gonna go right up this ridge line, flat spot, and that nasty little hill, which is mostly sand and endurance, and then up to that saddle. From there I should be able to see Cloud Ripper. There's my first shot of Cloud Ripper. The peak on the left, it looks like it's below one right in the middle, which is Vagabond, aka Thunder Lightning Peak. But actually, Cloud Ripper is a couple hundred feet higher. I'm on to the flat part now, which is a nice little break. I think that's Sil or Polonium. It's a 14er. And right there, Skyhaven. All right, making good time. It's 950. So this is the part that kind of kicked my ass last time, just from an endurance standpoint. I think I went straight up. This time, I'm gonna try to just go right up this little ridge and then up. We'll see how that goes. But I remember this being really tedious and tiring. Only one way to do it. So it hasn't been too bad so far. I came up over that little hill. I've been kind of just can't speak, zigzagging up. Better than over there, that's for sure. So that's Vagabond on the left. Doesn't look very pointy from this angle. And I'm going somewhere over the right shoulder, maybe where that sharp rock is. If we go too far to the right, it's a sheer cliff, according to the topo map. Oh man, this little just gradual uphill is killing me. It did this to me a couple years ago too, so I kind of expected it. Man, the smoke's really moving in now. It's not too bad where I'm at, thankfully, but and that's peak 13 something. Almost to 13,000 feet. I've had to come up Vagabond a lot more than I thought I was going to have to, but oh well. That smoke is really getting thick, but fortunately it hasn't blanketed me quite yet, but I have a feeling it's going to. Nice wildflowers up here. That should be the top, then I'll head down from there, hopefully. There's Cloud Ripper. I'm just coming down the east side of Vagabond. I think that's Agassiz there in the middle. It's hard to tell. Or picture puzzle, one of those. So I'm just gonna go down. Hopefully it stays sandy and take a break. Then I guess I'll go up that ridgeline right there. Looks like the best way. Okay, here's the final push. I think I'm gonna zigzag up to the right at first and cut over to the left. Looks like a zigzag would work. I just don't know how loose it is. I saw a guy who came down that ridgeline, but that looks kind of steep, and he said it wasn't too bad, but he also came up a class 4 chute, so I think our levels of comfortableness are different. All right, I'm gonna have a snack and see if I can get up this beast. It really hasn't been too bad so far. Pretty stable. Just having to stop because I'm tired. Already around, I don't know, 3,500 feet of up. But I'm seeing the cairns, I'm seeing good paths, and the terrain isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Well, I got up here thinking that was the summit, but it's not. It's up there. That one right in the center. I gotta go up this, but it looks pretty stable. Almost there. There's the summit on the right. Ooh, I'm winded. Looking down to the Seven Lakes area, Temple Crag, Contact Pass, and a lot of smoke. Okay, but first, let's get over there. Smoke is starting to get a little better over there. I can actually see the peaks, whereas to the north, it's pretty much gone. top of Cloud Ripper. It was intense getting up here. I'm a little worried about getting back down. That traverse last 100 feet or so was kind of sketchy. Smoke is clearing out though. That's good. So beautiful up here. There's the sign, upside down. That's where I started, way back down there at South Lake. I'm tired. It's 1 o'clock. Took me 6.5 hours to get up here, so I can't stay too long because it's gonna get dark around 8ish. So just gonna enjoy the views for a bit, then head on back down. Okay, that's probably the crux right there, but it wasn't too bad. It was just kind of scary thinking about coming down, but actually I down climbed it facing forward and it was fine. It just ends at kind of a steep and loose part, so just gotta be careful, but there's good footholds. Now I get to go back this way. So this is what you have in store for you the last couple hundred feet. It's not hard. Gloves definitely help because the rock is a little sharp. And I just got to get on that ridge line and go down that ridge line. Should be smooth sailing from there. God, it's so beautiful up here. I'm so glad that smoke moved out too. It's still a little smoky, but not too bad. Ooh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Tired, but still gotta go up and over Vagabond. But yeah, look how deep some of these crevices are. But views galore. Really hasn't been too bad coming down. I got my poles out, took my climbing gloves off, and it's been really pleasant. Only had to down climb a few times. Smoke is clearing out, and I just got one more uphill to go, right there in the middle. Not looking forward to that. And after that, it's all downhill. Be nice. Almost to the top of Vagabond Ridge. I'm not gonna go up to the top. I don't have the energy or the time. Oh, coming up this sand slog has been pretty tiring, but I'm just taking my time. And there's Cloud Ripper. Went up and down that. Smoke is cleared out, so I get much better views now. Still some smoke, but not a lot. So that's Vagabond Peak, aka Thunder and Lightning. But if you don't want to go up to the top, you just want to go straight to Cloud Ripper, you're going to go right up there. So I kind of came over to the right and found a use trail, went all the way to the top. It's not too bad. Minor class 2 type stuff, but pretty easy. But coming back over on the way back, whew, that's a butt kicker because that's the last uphill. It's all down from here. Finally back on trail. Feels good. Just came down from there. Took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But I also went the wrong way and had to, probably lost 10 minutes or so. But ooh, I'm pretty tired. But I'm gonna get down to Green Lake and take a break. Take a noons, eat something. Vitamin I. back on the pipeline. It's an interesting way to end the day. You're not exactly at your full strength either, so concentration is a little challenging. I can see the parking lot. I am home. Wow, that's a long day, about 12 hours, right at about. But, you know, I've been wanting to do that peak for a long time. I can't say this would be my third attempt because I've never actually gone directly for Cloud Ripper. First time it was Quasimodo, Hunchback. Next time it was Thunder and Lightning, aka Vagabond, and that unnamed 13K peak. But this time, I just beelined it. Cloud Ripper, that was the only thing on my mind, and I made it. It feels good to get the first 13 out of the way for the season. Hopefully more to come. It's a great hike. Until next time.